Okay, welcome to Art 10 Part 2. So we have all our weeks here listed, like I mentioned. So we have 16 weeks. Spring break is April 13th through 21st, and there's no classes, and that doesn't count as a week in terms of COD scheduling. Okay, so there's no due dates there. And week 11 actually is going to be only 15 points. So just if you're going to go out of town, just do this really quickly. I mean, these things are open. If you go and click on this stuff, um, it should tell you when it's open. I don't think, maybe it doesn't. Okay. But it's open, and you should be able to take it weeks before that. Almost everything in this course you can take early. The only things you can't access ahead of time are going to be the midterm and the final. That only is open for a very few short days, and it only has one attempt in MindTap for the multiple choice, and then it has 160 points. So you really have to know what you're doing before you get in there. There's no time limit. I don't do time limits on my multiple choice on my exams, other than the due date. So you have like 4 or 5 days to work on this midterm essay. I think I may be changing this, so that's why it doesn't have a title. But it has some time there, but it's 40 points, and you want to consider what that is. You always want to read everything first, what the assignment is before the due date. Make sure you understand what you're doing before you're doing it. Okay, so let's see. We're going to start over here. In account, you're going to go to your account. Now you can go to your profile and add your picture if you wish. That's up to you. Go to edit profile, and then you can change all this. It's very short. It doesn't allow a lot of text there, but you can do that. Notifications, this I absolutely require for the course. You need to have due dates, and you need to have announcements. And in my case, I create announcements. You won't be creating them. Grading, and then you can get comments in there. You can get a bunch of different things in here. So discussions, and there's a lot more down here. Okay. The only thing I'm requiring of you is due date, announcement, and I would say grading. Which one is it? Oh, it's right here. Grading, sorry. So those three are important. The announcements are really key because there are things that get clarified, or if sometimes the due date gets shifted, which doesn't happen very often, and also extra credit, different things that come up more through the course, and I'm going to go back. But remember, you're in account, notifications, and then you set this, and make sure you set it to your own purposes. You can send it to your email, you can send it to your phone, whatever is best for you. Okay, so since we're here at account, it also gives us a bunch of other things here. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is just a regular, doesn't matter. This is our second row, dashboard. Okay, that's our second row. Announcements are here. And then when you come here, I only have one right now. If you did not get this through your email, these should go to your email. That's the point of the notifications. But if it didn't, for some reason, come back here and it will be archived. Okay, so you'll have all this information. Now, if you email me and say, I don't understand XYZ, where's the book, what option is it on the bookstore website, I'm going to say, please see announcement. And I don't mean to be cold, it's just that I've already sent out a lot of information. It takes me quite a while to type all this out. And if you're not looking at the information, I'm not going to be very helpful until you do look at it. If you have a question or something's wrong with the announcement, that I would definitely listen to. Okay, so make sure you go to the announcements. I'm going to go down this row. Let's back up for just a second and go to home. This is what home looks like. If you click here, you're going to get the same thing. So the home page has some options. Different courses do different things, but this is what the home page is for us. It's the same as this, same as the modules page. So when I say modules, that's what these different segments are right here. All the weeks are in modules, and then there's 2 non-week modules that you have to look at also. Okay, so let's go back to home. We did announcements. Let's go into discussions. So in discussions, and I need to reset this. This is Saturday before the class starts. So there's a lot of stuff going on here that you'll see, and some of this will probably change. But one of the things that you can do here is if you have a question. So muddiest point, that is when other students basically help you, and I'll chime in and make corrections, but not immediately. Okay. So remember, if you're frustrated and confused, sometimes somebody else will be too. And I'm only online Monday through Friday, and I'm only online 9 to noon. Okay. So that's a lot of hours. That's more hours than some instructors give you. That's quite a long while. But if you have a question, you email me in the middle of the night, you're not going to get a response till the next day or the day after. Okay. So if you have an urgent question, you're gonna use your contact numbers down here at help. Okay. You're gonna go back here. But sometimes if it's just kind of a student sort of like, I didn't understand this kind of thing, your better solution would be to post something here. Okay. And then I will clarify eventually, not immediately. Okay. This reiterates a lot of stuff I just said. Oh, it says 1 p.m. on here. So noon, 1 p.m., that's a rough estimate. So you'll see it on the syllabus quiz. Either one is fine. Okay, next thing is grades. So your grades are not going to look like my grades right now. I need to go into student view. So let's do that. I can't see that much in student view, by the way. It's not really going to give me everything you are going to get. So sometimes there's things I'm going to say like, oh, could you explain to me what you're seeing? So see this pink bar that tells me I'm in student view. So when I go into grades, see how I have 37 grades? Because I already gave myself grades for the course just to make sure everything's working. And I'll go down here and you'll see the total. I got a 925 points. I got an A out of 1,000 because we're 1,000 points, and 900's an A, 800's a B, and so on. And I can show all details if I want to. I'm not going to do that right now. But you can go through and see you got a 20 out of 20, 5 out of 5, 15 out of 15, and so on. There's also comments, which I didn't put in here yet. But there's comments like on the written assignments, like this discussion for burial practices. You'll see comments of like, bullet point 1, 2, and 3. This was missing, that didn't make sense, and so on. So you'll see comments there. Make sure you review those before you get to the midterm. All right, so down here, try to ignore all this stuff because homework is not necessarily, it'll say, oh, okay, I missed some points there, and I have 100% there, but there's only a certain amount. It doesn't really explain the point breakdown, okay? Always go by points in this class, wherever you are. You're going to have a different number here. You're going to have like 100 or 200 in the third week or so, but, and that's because that's how many things you took, not necessarily how many points total in the class. It won't give you a percentage of the whole class. It just gives you a percentage up to the point of the work that you've taken. All right, I'm going to come out of here, and we looked at grades. Let's do one more, and then I'm going to give you people. You can see who else is in here, discussions we got on there, the syllabus, and then I'm going to stop here and we'll start back in just a moment.